What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and you guys have heard me say, especially lately, that airline status is not worth chasing. I've done a few videos in the past about chasing airline status and how I've come to the determination that if you don't fly enough to gain status, then you don't need status. And I really do think it is that simple. In 2023, we've seen United really devalue a lot of their business class reward tickets, especially to Europe. And I don't even want to get into the whole Delta debacle of 2023. So even though I stand firmly on not chasing status, that doesn't mean that there isn't a domestic carrier that still has a solid loyalty program for us credit card optimizers to take advantage of. So today we're going to talk about the American Airlines loyalty program and about how I'm going to attempt to maintain my gold status and maybe go for platinum status next year without paying for any American Airlines flights. Sound good? If so, slap that like button, subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how to gain status with American Airlines. First things first, let's talk a little bit about American Airlines. When measuring by passengers carried, American Airlines is the largest airline in the world. They're also part of the One World Alliance, which is important for us reward travelers to know, and they operate out of 10 hubs in the US. For me, the important hubs are JFK, Dallas, Philadelphia, Chicago, and LA. Those are important to me. Those are the places I would position to for those great overseas business class redemptions. And of course, they also have a hub in Miami, which if you follow the channel, you know I like to take the family down to South Florida. Now, this video is not to convince anyone to fly American Airlines. I don't generally hear many positive opinions about the carrier, and from my experience, I can understand why. However, I think most of us can agree that domestically, Delta has the best hard product, but the big three are generally considered lackluster options for travel. So American stands out for me because of the prices and the routes. American almost always seems to be the cheapest option for me. But what about the loyalty program, Luke? When other carriers seem to be making negative changes to their programs, American has not only simplified things, but they also made the program gameable for us enthusiasts. What I mean by that is, with American Airlines, we have a simple metric by which to earn status, and we also have several options outside of actually flying. See, American Airlines Advantage program is all about loyalty points. It's the only number you need to keep track of. Let's first go over the program and then we'll figure out the different ways to earn these loyalty points. And after that, we'll talk a little bit about how we're going to take advantage of some opportunities to achieve status without even flying. Loyalty points. Members track their qualifications towards status by earning loyalty points. It is also important to know that with American Airlines, the status year begins March 1st and ends the end of February the following year. Your loyalty points balance resets to 0 on March 1st, 2024. Simply put, you will earn 1 loyalty point for each AA mile you earn, and I'll go over some details later on in the video. You earn loyalty points on miles earned while flying American Airlines flights, including basic economy fare. This is good for you super bargain shoppers. There are some other airlines in which basic economy isn't eligible for earning, but with American Airlines, you're good. Also, using a American Airlines co-branded credit card, such as the cards issued by Citi and Barclays, will earn 1 loyalty point per dollar spent. Is an American Airlines credit card required for this? No, but it could help if you're a big spender. But once you see some of these other options, I think you'll agree it's not necessary. Also, let's be perfectly clear. Bonuses on American Airlines credit cards do not earn loyalty points. So if you get a 60,000 American Airlines miles bonus, you won't be getting 60,000 loyalty points for that. So far we have flying and co-branded credit card spend. Pretty simple. Now let's look at some ways we can earn loyalty points. And this is really the way us optimizers are going to really kill this game. The first option you can use is through American Airlines portals. And I'll explain because there are more than one. The first one, and my favorite, is the American Airlines shopping portal. We talk about shopping portals on the channel quite a bit, and I think everyone should be using one for their retail shopping, especially during this holiday season. The portal is a lot like Rakuten if you've used that. The earnings on this portal change frequently. Sometimes you can get merchants like Nike to move from 4x to even 15x for limited times. And yes, that 15x will earn loyalty points. That's an easy way to rack up tons of American Airlines miles as well, because let's face it, AA miles are valuable and they aren't as easy to earn as some of these other currencies. Pro tip here, nieces and nephews, the American Airlines shopping portal runs a lot of promotions. And one way you can really earn the points is if you want to sign up for the meal plan delivery services like HelloFresh and Blue Apron. If you're switching cell phone providers, keep an eye on the portal as well. Tons of promotions that could provide great earnings. I will say though that in my experience, Rakuten does have better earning rates, and it's hard to choose AA miles over American Express MR points. This next one will be hit or miss depending on where you live or work. If you live in a larger city, then you should probably be able to take advantage of this. It's the AA dining program. This one is fairly easy to use. You create an account, add the cards you're going to be using for dining, and then you search a list for participating restaurants. You'll start out earning 3 times AA miles / loyalty points on top of whatever your card earns. The more you visit, the more you make, but I think this one tops out at 5x per dollar spent. If this is one you can take advantage of, then you should be able to get tons of value. Simply Miles is a program sort of like the merchant deals from every credit card issuer, but the really cool thing is these points will generally stack. With this program, you just link your eligible MasterCard and click the deal you want to add. And here's the cool part. Let's say a merchant has an offer on Simply Miles for, say, 500 miles for an eligible purchase, and that same merchant has a 10 times bonus on the American Airlines shopping portal. Those offers will likely stack. Now, guys, I know some of you are thinking, Luke, this is starting to sound a little bit like work. And yeah, there is some work involved, but there's also a ton of value to be gained. So those are my 3 favorite, and these next techniques, while I don't actually use, and I will explain why. Rocket Miles. Rocket Miles is a site where you can book hotels and choose a loyalty program to include and earn with that loyalty program. For instance, you can choose to earn American Airlines miles when you book the hotel you want. You can earn a substantial amount of miles, but remember, booking through a third party normally won't allow you to earn points with that hotel program or take advantage of any status you might have with them. If you don't care or you don't want status with hotels, then this is a really good option. You can also book hotels and car rentals through AA.com and earn AA miles and loyalty points. And that's not something I have ever done because I have hotel status and hotel loyalty, and I try to book award stays at Hilton, Hyatt, and IHG. But again, if you're what they're calling a hotel free agent, this could be a great option for you. American Airlines also partners with retailers such as Shell and some cruise lines. So if you want more information on that, I would suggest doing a deep dive on the American Airlines website. So real quick, let's talk about which miles will not earn loyalty points. Besides the credit card bonuses we already mentioned, special promotions won't count. Examples are the shopping portal promotion for 4,000 miles. Buy a certain amount on the shopping portal, you'll earn a bonus. That won't earn loyalty points. Purchasing American Airlines miles won't earn. Bonus multipliers on credit cards won't earn extra. For instance, the Citi AA business card earns 2 times on gas. That is still just 1 loyalty point per dollar. And finally, the taxes and fees on your airline tickets don't earn loyalty points. So now we know what earns and what does not. Let's take a quick look at what we can expect from earning status. You'll need 40,000 loyalty points to earn the first level of status, which is gold status. What does gold status get us? Group 4 boarding, so basically right before the everyone else crowd. Now this could be significant. If you fly smaller aircrafts, you might be able to board early enough to be able to get some overhead space. Sometimes that space runs out on the smaller aircraft. You'll also be eligible for upgrades for you and a companion. In my experience, I have been upgraded to first class a couple times with just gold status. You'll also get complimentary extra and preferred seats. If that matters to you, it should save you a lot of money because those seats normally come with an extra fee. You also get 1 free check bag and 1 World Ruby status. Once you hit gold status, you'll start earning better on those paid flights as well. Instead of the 5 times miles and loyalty points you normally earn, you'll start earning 7. So if you fly a lot of paid flights, this should add up. 40,000 loyalty points is something I think most of us in this game can do if you prioritize it. Those points add up quickly. Once you reach 75,000 loyalty points, you'll reach platinum status. This will get you group 3 boarding, a higher probability of an upgrade, and again, complimentary main cabin and preferred seats, and 2 free check bags. If you're someone who checks bags, then this can start saving you a ton of cash. You'll get One World Sapphire status, and you'll be earning 8 miles per dollar on those paid flights. Plus, you'll have access to the American Airlines Platinum Desk if you need assistance. Now, moving up, things get a little more difficult, and I think this next level requires a lot more work. But if you can earn 125,000 loyalty points, you'll be Platinum Pro. At that point, you will be in boarding group 2, which I think is a great perk, but tough for me to put a dollar amount on. Higher chance for upgrades, better seats with the main cabin and preferreds. You get 3 check bags and One World Emerald status. You'll also be earning 9 times on your paid flights. So let's say you're going all out and you're using all these techniques plus flying a ton of American Airlines flights. If you can reach 200,000 loyalty points, you're going to get all the benefits we've mentioned before, plus unlimited upgrades, including upgrades on award flights. Free food and drink even in main cabin, priority handling of your 3 check bags. You'll also earn 11 times on those paid flights. Priority check-in and access to the Executive Platinum Service Lounge. Now, you could keep going, but I'm going to assume if you've made it this far and you're continuing to earn, then you likely know what you're doing far better than me. The Advantage loyalty program has several bonuses above Executive Platinum, and there are even some extra awards in between status levels to keep some folks interested in climbing that ladder. So let's circle back to the original question of this entire topic. Is American Airlines status worth it? If I'm giving you a completely objective, logical answer, I'm going to say no. I don't think any airline status is worth going out of your way to earn. If you naturally earn status by flying a lot and using other opportunities within the program, that's awesome. Obviously, there are some great benefits here for you. I decided a while back that I'm a deal seeker and a award flight taker, so I don't think it's worth it per se, but I'm going to at least renew my gold status. If you're scratching your head and asking yourself, Luke, why? Well, I don't think I have a logical answer for you. Besides, I think it might be fun. I like the fact that AA status is basically gameable, and I want to play the game. I mean, at least a little. I've made sure to experience several different overall strategies in the game, from cashback to chasing status to just focusing on transferable currencies. And while I know what is best for me, I also know my choke point is time off and not necessarily the rewards. What I mean by this is I don't have to focus on American Express MR points to have enough for me and my family to travel. Same with Chase UR points. So I can go on side quests throughout the year. The time period of November to February seems like the perfect time to catch up on some American Airlines miles earnings and to secure at least a low level of status. And if I'm honest, I feel like trying to get platinum this time. I may take some criticism for this because I really won't benefit much from American Airlines status for a few reasons. One, my travel next year includes United flights and even Southwest flights. And even though the majority of my flights are American Airlines, they are award flights and they include 3 travelers. So there won't be any upgrades on any of those bookings. Really, the only bright spot will be the main cabin and preferred seating, which should save me a lot of money. But here's one very niche scenario that could make having American Airlines status beneficial for me, and I'll try to explain it as fast as I can. See, in April, I plan to product change my Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, I had the decision to downgrade this to a Freedom Card or to upgrade to a Chase Sapphire Reserve. I'm leaning towards the CSR because I want to experience that card pretty much for content purposes and just for the experience. If I go for the $550 CSR, I'm going to be booking all my domestic economy through the Chase Travel Portal. Doing this will give me a fair value of 1.5 cents per UR point, which is okay for these types of redemptions, but those will also count as paid flights as far as earning American Airlines miles and loyalty points. Having gold or platinum status may allow me to earn even more American Airlines miles, which I really want to earn because I want to book a Japan Airlines flight to Tokyo in business or first class. And I want to use AA miles to do that. It's an airline I just really want to experience. So going a little out of my way for a few months and tweaking credit card strategies may move me into Chase fanboy territory, as well as getting me some marginal airline status. But if I'm honest, I really just see the AA status program as a fun game to play on the side during my credit card rewards journey. Right now, my travel is all booked up for most of 2024, and I have enough transferable currencies for that extra aspirational trip next fall. So I want to do something that might not be the most optimal, but I find entertaining. Plus, it gives me something to talk about, right? So here is the status of my status. Right now, at the time of this recording, I have a measly 3,498 American Airlines miles, mostly because I just booked me and my dad's return flights. I'm also currently gold status until March 1st, 2024. I have earned 16,657 loyalty points this year. Pretty pathetic. I'm going to use the techniques I just talked about to see if I can at least requalify for the gold status, and I'm going to keep everyone updated on exactly how I'm doing it. Will I be successful? We'll see. If you want to stay up to date on it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll update this quest again in December. Guys, if you got any value at all from this video, slap that like button, and if you stayed all the way to the end, thank you, and I appreciate every single one of you.